Imagine stepping into the heart of New York City's vibrant basketball scene, ready to revive a storied program that's hungry for a comeback. That's the electrifying challenge facing Mike Magpayo as he takes the helm at Fordham University, bringing a fresh wave of analytical insights and a battle-tested recruiting network to Rose Hill. But here's where it gets controversial. Can data-driven decisions really outshine traditional coaching instincts in the high-stakes world of college hoops? Let's dive in and find out. Magpayo carries warm recollections from his initial stint as a college basketball coach in New York, back when he led Columbia from 2010 to 2014. He couldn't wait to head back to the Big Apple after a productive 5-year tenure at UC Riverside, which ended on a high note with an NCAA tournament invitation in the National Invitation Tournament last season. When that position opened up, I contacted my agent and he responded, "Seriously, Fordham?" Magpayo shared. I replied, "Absolutely, it's New York City and the Atlantic 10 Conference." The following day, a Zoom call set everything in motion. This new chapter aligns with Magpayo's impressive coaching pedigree, which is gaining significant traction. His mentor at Columbia, Kyle Smith, is renowned for his emphasis on data-driven strategies and has coached at San Francisco, Washington State, and Stanford. One of Smith's former assistants and Magpayo's colleague was Florida's Todd Golden, who steered the Gators to a national championship just last April. No wonder Magpayo adopted an analytical strategy for assembling the Rams squad. He also drew inspiration from Fordham's standout 25-8 campaign in 2022 to 2023, its finest year since the 1990-91 season, 5 years prior to joining the A10. There's a clear model from 3 years ago, witnessing the buzz it created across the university and community, Magpayo explained. It's tough like any job, but we're tackling it with our usual approach. Key focuses included securing seasoned, effective players, think experienced athletes who maximize their potential, and leveraging international connections. During his time at Columbia with Smith, the team scouted talent from Canada and Germany. At UC Riverside, under David Patrick and later in Magpayo's tenure, he built a pathway for Australian prospects. The Rams now boast 6 international players, though their star addition, Dejour Dae Dae Reaves from Syracuse, played nearby at Iona last year. "It felt like a bigger and better step for me in the A10, Reaves noted. "Plus, staying close to home lets family and friends show up to cheer. That's a huge bonus." Magpayo's squads typically excelled at ball control and rebounding, without being dominant shot blockers. This Rams team likely won't intimidate with elite rim protection either, but they offer solid height across positions, which could be their defensive edge as Magpayo aims to push Fordham toward the upper echelons of the A10. "Hopefully, we can get New York City buzzing with excitement," he said. Taking a closer look at the Rams, coach Mike Magpayo enters his debut season at Fordham with a 89-63 record over 5 years total. Last season, the Rams started 8-5 before conference play, then suffered 4 straight A10 losses by at least 10 points each. They dropped 8 in a row to end the regular season 3-15 in the league, yet stunned Rhode Island in the A10 tournament's opening round before a 88-81 defeat to George Washington, finishing 12-21. They'll miss. Standouts included Jackie Johnson III, averaging 19.5 points per game, and Japhet Meador, 13.6 points and 4.0 assists per game. Johnson capped his time strongly with 64 points in 2 tournament games, while Meador placed 6th in the league for assists and steals, 1.6 per game. Impact returners. In the spring, Magpayo essentially rebuilt the roster from scratch. Only sophomore guard Ryan Pettis, 1.0 points in 24 games, returns from last year's team. Departures included 99.1% of scoring, 98.0% of rebounding, and 97.2% of playing time through graduations and transfers. Newcomers of note, Reaves, who averaged 17.3 points at Iona, will anchor the backcourt. Senior Christian Henry, 14.7 points at Eastern Michigan, is a classic point guard with a 37.0% three-point shot and swift pace. Graduate transfer Marcus Green might recapture his 15.1-point average from Houston Christian 2 years ago. Zarik Nutter, 14.2 points at Georgia State, was a partial starter in his first Division I year, excelling at drawing fouls. The front court features UC Riverside transfers who joined Magpayo from the Big West. Junior Rikus Schulte, 3.8 points, 3.3 rebounds. Sophomore Jack Whitbourne, 3.3 points, 4.4 rebounds. And redshirt freshman Abbas Badija. And this is the part most people miss. Keep an eye on former Harvard wing Louis Lesmond, a Frenchman who scored 7.9 points and grabbed 3.1 rebounds for the Crimson last season. He could be a hidden gem ready to explode. This approach, focused on concepts, is liberating for him, Magpayo observed. He's in a new setting now. We see it all the time in the transfer portal. Someone shifts environments and suddenly flourishes. Reasons to be optimistic. Scoring wins games, plain and simple. So Magpayo prioritized offensive efficiency in crafting Fordham's first roster. Defense is crucial too, and the Rams have tools to apply pressure. The ball has been dropping in often during our initial practices, Magpayo remarked. I'm encouraged by our perimeter talents. We have strong shooting from both guards and forwards. Expect a unified system with plenty of ball screens and coordinated plays. X Factor. Reaves earned third team All-Big Sky honors at Northern Colorado 2 seasons back. Then first team All-Metro Atlantic last year. As a classic high-energy scorer, he'll also handle some play calling. He tasked me with point guard duties, even though I'd never played it before, Reaves explained. It's making me more communicative and better at positioning teammates. The intriguing twist here, and this might spark debate, is that Magpayo positioned Reaves as a point guard despite his 6-foot stature. A move no other coach attempted earlier. It's wild. He's 6 feet and had 0 point guard experience, Magpayo laughed. But he's surprisingly adept so far. Circle the date. The Rams face a non-conference slate packed with tri-state rivals at Rose Hill Gym. They kick off against NJIT in the Bronx on November 4th, launching Magpayo's era. Bottom line, this marks a fresh beginning for Fordham, and Magpayo's coaching background positions him as an exciting pick for the Rams. Backcourt offense should shine, while the untested frontcourt and defense on an offense-first squad raise questions. If defenses tighten up over the winter, Fordham might deliver some unexpected thrills. Patrick Stevens is an experienced college basketball journalist with stints at the Washington Post, Syracuse Media Group, and the Washington Times. He's contributed select pieces for the Atlantic 10 since 2013. What do you think? Is relying heavily on analytics in recruiting a smart evolution for college basketball? Or does it risk overlooking intangibles like heart and hustle? And about that bold call to make a 6-foot guard the point. Genius or gamble? Share your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you agree, disagree, or have a different take.